Namaste, Geminis and Gemini Risings, and welcome to the Soul Horoscope Super Scopes. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm a modern mystic, and I'm the sensei to serious joy. And I believe everyone on earth is absolutely perfect. They're just sometimes out of step. In fact, I practice what I call step astrology. And when you're a Gemini or a Gemini Rising, you are particularly good at step 5. That is the I think state of awareness. You're good at thinking. You're good at talking. And there are up to 5 directions you can go at any one time. They say it's 2. Yeah, it's 2 heads going 5 directions. Yeah, it's pretty quantum. And so where have the Geminis been? Well, you've been focusing, frankly, on what you believe in. That's what the last 28 days or so has been, what you believe in. And what you believe in is extremely important to where you're going, because when your mind is out there racing in 5 directions, it's your beliefs that keep you on track, because most of us operate by our beliefs. And so beliefs come really from the heart, if you don't know. What you love is what you believe in. And so when you're on a belief transit, you're really getting to your true wisdom, which is your love wisdom. And here in the beginning of this week, you will be tested on your love wisdom. I'm just saying that. You'll be tested. And the world will try to get you to go another direction or step out of that wisdom, step out of that knowing. And your mission is to stay in that truth all week long. Then we move into the next chapter, which is I decide. Career. So Geminis and Gemini Risings will be working on career. This is future planning. This is the decision of where you're going next. This is also issues of control. So your kindergarten control issues, your base level control issues where you tend to subconsciously go after things or control things or not trust other people's decisions or not trust your own decisions. That's really where it gets the hardest right now for Geminis. And this is where Geminis and step 5s are frankly not good at. All right. So I know a lot of Gemini Risings. I know a lot of Geminis. My son's a Gemini. I love Gemini so much. One of the areas where Geminis definitely fall through their own cracks is with self-mercy. When you are being nice to yourself or not. Now, when it comes to making decisions about the future, you are not nice to yourself at all. You're very hard. You want to make the perfect decision. You want to think through everything. You want to know all information. You want to have a million conversations. And you know what? It doesn't matter. When it comes to making decisions about your future, it has to be an intuitive one. That's just the way Pisces and Pisces Risings are built. You use intuition to make the final call. This is how analytical, web-crawling, cold-ass Geminis and Gemini Risings end up not getting in trouble in life, because they listen to their intuition in the final decision. So a lot of your agony in life has been because you did not listen to your intuition before you spoke up, made a decision, whatnot. You skipped step 7 when doing step 8. All right? Step 7 is I sense, to sense things. Step 8 is then I decide. And who is skipping step 7 to do step 8? Geminis, the mind, the smartass. Our intellect is doing that. So this week, you're going to wrap up having to stay there for what you believe, and then you're going to go racing into career and legacy issues, which might bring to the surface decisions that went wrong. So the first thing that may happen is a parade of bad decision making, or a parade of how decisions went wrong or whatnot. And what this is a real call for you to be self-merciful and compassionate to yourself. To say it's okay that I made those mistakes, and it's okay. And that's really the beginning of allowing your mind to let go of its control over everything, right? The reason why we meditate is so that our mind gets a break. And when you are a step 5 Gemini or Gemini Rising, you love to live in your mind. But that's like a boy living in his right arm bicep. There's more to a person. And Geminis are seeing that there's more to quality of life. There's more than just peace of mind. And this is the one transit that's probably most spiritual, strangely enough, for Geminis, is their future. Where's their future going? Will their future work out? Their mind wants to rest at night about their future. So it will be, at the end of the week, a real test of listening to your intuition and not being hard on yourself. Now, there's other areas too. You're probably having to change your role in the world. You're probably having to change who you are in the world. That's Uranus and Aries. You're also having to stick up for yourself in the moment. In fact, everything I'm talking about can slip in the moment, where you're not compassionate to yourself in the moment. And so you have to be very strong with yourself in the moment to pull all of this off. Another area that I think is super important is Jupiter retrograde, which won't be retrograde forever. And this is really you understanding why you are valuable or why you're not valuable. And in that story of why you are or aren't valuable, Well, the answer very much is that you often lose traction with value because you're hard on yourself, because you don't stick true to your beliefs, because you don't listen to your intuition at the time of making a decision. That's why your value depreciates. That's why your self-esteem depreciates. That's one of the reasons. And then finally, I want to talk about the VQs, or the Venus quotient, for Geminis and Gemini risings. And if you don't remember from last week, our Venus quotient is our capacity to love on Earth. And your Venus was somewhere at your time of birth, and that tells us how you are when it comes to giving and receiving love. So people who have Venus in Gemini are 5 VQs. And if you have Venus in Gemini, well, believe it or not, your love story still deals with trusting and acting on that trust. So if you want a long-term relationship anywhere, if you want to give and receive love on the sense of romantic love, love to a child, love to create a project, love to yourself, no matter where you want to give and receive love, the story for the 5 VQs and the Geminis and Gemini risings is that it's about trusting. Trusting where your boundaries are, trusting yourself, not second guessing. Don't put the twin processors on rethinking if you can trust this or not. See, when you rethink, can I trust this? You're actually stepping out and not trusting right there. You have to know going in and decide going in. That's how that's really basically how the 5 VQs are built. Because your mind tends to go by intuition, when it comes to how you want to give and receive love in general, you have to go in knowing what you want ahead of time. That way you're free to call it within those boundaries in the moment intuitively. So for the 5 VQs and their love stories, you need to act on what you know. That means if you're in a love relationship, move forward. If you're not in a love relationship, keep steady quo. And for the Geminis and Gemini risings, I would say the same thing. If you're not in a love relationship right now, keep steady quo. If you are in a love relationship, keep steady quo. Act on your previous decisions of trust and moving forward with that, with trust and intimacy for the Geminis, Gemini risings, and the 5 VQs. And I want to invite ladies down to soulmart.me in particular to try my GA Venus service. I take your date of birth, digest it according to your VQ, and then all day long, 7 days a week, I send you text messages, encouragement, and a game plan for serious joy. Seriously. The first week is free, and then it's $19.95 a month. I've been working on perfecting this, and I got to tell you, the ladies that are on the network are telling me it's fabulous. I know that's because you can reply to any text, and it comes right to my phone. So I'm real interested in getting to know you a lot better and helping you step into your power. Try it out for a week at gavenus.com or soulmart.me. And if you can't afford that right now, well, you might try a Megascope for February, because I do dive deep and do the play-by-plays when it comes to your entire month of February. It's a downloadable for $11.11. You keep it on your phone. You can see the future right now. So that's also available at soulmart.me. All right, Geminis, Gemini risings, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you in 7 days with more. Until then, live, love, be.